If I had to prepare somebody to play Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, I'll let them know that this game is the most meaningful, powerful thing that you'll play in video game history. I'll tell them a story that spans over 30 to 40 years. A story that explores father and son, brothers, and much more. It's a story that opens the door to a franchise that introduces you to the purpose, to the beginning, to the end. It encompasses everything from the series while showing you a brand new world. You don't have to play every single game in the series. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is the origin story. But it also has layers upon layers of the end. Literally the end, for those that catch my drift. And if you're new, don't worry. You'll understand. I want to take you through what I would do and talk about to somebody who's just getting into Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. And for those fans that are returning and playing this remake for the first time. I don't want to narrate this in a way that makes sense for a new player or an advanced player. It's going to be a mix of both. I am going to have spoilers. I'm not holding back. This is going to be a message to those getting ready to play Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Welcome to Metal Gear Explained, and this is Mad Gamer. I want to inform you that during this journey, as you go and play Metal Gear Solid Delta, everything that you're watching on screen, every single piece of cutscene, cinematic, the characters, there's weight to this. There's heavy-duty experiences that will revolutionize the gaming industry for the last almost 40 years. Gameplay, cutscenes, all of these things helped create what we know and love now in modern day. And it might not be a Metal Gear game. It might be your favorite game, but this series has impacted everybody. And as you watch these cutscenes for all of their games since the 1980s, you'll realize, wow, what a series. Maybe you don't know who Big Boss or the boss is. Maybe you have no idea when I said the end, I meant an actual boss fight in the game that you'll be playing. But that's the case. The game has fourth wall breaking references and direct conversations to the player, has a design that's created to send a powerful message to the players and giving them an experience that's directly tied to the gameplay and story so that you can get captivated within what the director wanted. This isn't just a regular video game series. It's the only series I know till this day in 2025 when I'm making this video that actually purposely has layers and layers of concepts, themes, and messages that can change your life forever. It'll tell you to go live life. It'll tell you to stop worrying about what others think and create your own truth. It'll tell you not to be what the world makes you out to be. It'll force you to do things that you're not comfortable with, to teach you that it's not okay to compromise. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. And Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater specifically, when you play through the whole series and you come back to that game, you'll fight somebody and you'll find out the truth about them. And it will destroy you. It'll make you realize how you contradict yourself how you fail, and how sometimes the people you love might fail you. And that's why it's your job to be the best you can every day. To wake up in the morning grateful for the day, but don't just be grateful. With words, take action. Be the best you can possibly be. It doesn't hold back with its charm, with its cinematic approach, or over exaggerated speeches by these bosses. Overall, it knows it's a video game and acknowledges it in the game, telling you to turn off the console. This has been a staple since the 80s. It tells you you've been playing too long. Even makes you smoke a cigarette to detect lasers and reminds you that cigarettes are bad. You lose health when you smoke them. Little subliminals, little messages that I can make thousands of videos about that are very powerful. And it's part of why I fell in love with the series. I've shed many tears, had many laughs. Very goofy. Knows when it needs to be exaggerated and hilarious, but it also has extreme tension. Something you can't match. It's like a thriller. If thriller was a video game genre, they call it stealth. And the stealth isn't the only thing that's intense. Some of these narratives, stories, elements are actually things that we can't speak of in any video. And yet this video game touches on them and addresses the truth about society. It's always been painting the picture of how society is, whether it's good or bad. It explained how human behavior can be erratic and emotional, while others are logical, cold. It tells you that the man who sold the world might be the man that you idolize, who you shouldn't. Or it tells you the opposite. Find yourself, be your own hero. It's not about Venom Snake. It's not about Big Boss. Just you, the player. Your experience, your life, your decisions. That's what matters. And that is the beauty of this series. That is the beauty of Metal Gear as a whole. And if we narrow this down to the experience of MetalGearSolid 3, Snake Eater, then it'll make you cry tears. Maybe those tears are tears of joy, like me, where I'm happy that my favorite series will end up getting a remake. This remake to me is very, very powerful because it's taken me through the whole series. It is touching my heart and soul as a man, as a person. Even as I make this audio emotional, trying to express what I really feel for the series and hoping that somebody out there takes the time to let it open their heart, open their mind, help them see themselves, help them feel inspired, help them feel motivated. May you use it as a vessel to find yourself. And in that finding yourself, you might end up being Big Boss. You might end up thinking like the director and writer, Hideo Kojima. You might be somebody like Meryl, who idolized Solid Snake. And she realized he is not no hero. He's just a killer trying to do wet work. There's so many things to relate to, so many people in the stories, and so many different outcomes. But the journey takes you to Snake Eater. It'll take you to that journey and that path that you didn't expect. It'll make you see yourself in different ways. Sometimes those that are loyal to are against you, like Eva. Sometimes the boss, people that might be against you, are the ones that are going to help you improve. Shout out to my comment section, my haters. You guys make me better. You make me realize, okay, they're hating, but they got some feedback. Let's see. What can I get better at? What can I do better to shut everybody up and continue to be as great as I can? This video game does the same. It challenges you gameplay-wise. It challenges you story-wise. Who are you really? Why are you out here as a soldier? Are you really just an assassin out to kill Liquid or Ocelot or both? What type of man are you? Are you building an army selfishly, or are you really trying to help people find true purpose and help the world? There's so many layers to this, all within the theme of the game, which is anti-war. And we're supposed to be the heroes, but are we really? All the things we put others through, all the things we put ourselves through, all the soldiers that we've killed throughout the series actually reflects on us. And in part 3, you have to face those ghosts. You have to face those monsters. And it changes you. You really pay attention to a specific fight in part 3 for Delta, where you fight the sorrow. You're in a river with all the ghosts of people you took out. You have to face yourself. You have to face your actions. You have to face reality. Everything isn't rainbows and sunshine, and you're not always the hero. You're probably the villain in somebody else's story. And you should work on that. And you should probably change your ways and try to do better for society, for your family, for the people you work with, for your neighbors, for us gamers. It is your job to overcome, to conquer, to not let fear control who you are and make you go against your own brother, your own mentors, the people you love, the people you idolize. Why do you go against them? Why do you destroy the very things that mirror you? Your past, your present, and your future. Yet you still continue to fall into the trap and be a snake eater. Be somebody who basically isn't true to himself. Somebody who's eating their own tail. And that is where Snake Eater comes in. The snake who eats his tail. My channel's logo is snake eating its own tail, but it's with the Metal Gear Rex head. And it's an example of the series. It's an example of us as players and the things that we go through. And Snake Eater specifically really highlights. And this is why the remake is going to be special for those who are longtime fans. We'll end up being, this is a spoiler of course, but we end up being the villain in every single Metal Gear game. Your intentions are pure, but your actions do otherwise. Whether it's Metal Gear Solid 1, Solid Snake activating Metal Gear, and so on. Part 2, Raiden doing the same. And part 3, of course, we won't spoil too heavily, but you're not exactly the hero here. What is a hero? There are no heroes in war. That is the message. We're eating our own tails like the snakes do, where it's an infinite loop, the Ouroboros. And that's where that mirror comes into play. You're looking at yourself when you see a snake eater. Looking at the player. You're looking at society. And these are the deeper metaphors, storylines that happen when you're presented to the Metal Gear Solid series, plus most important, which is Snake Eater. There's a lot of conversations about if this remake is worth it. A lot of conversations as maybe they could have remade something else. I've convinced myself that it doesn't matter what people think. I convinced myself I'm going to enjoy myself in this remake, knowing that I'm getting something I know it's a masterpiece, remade, re-experience the story and this message that I'm sharing with you right now in a deeper way, and get new perspective from the experience. And then also remember everything I'm telling you, plus more. I'll be streaming and recording footage, trying to do guides and everything I can. I also selfishly just want to soak this in. I just want to enjoy. So my hope is that other people who are watching this video feel the same. They're ready to experience this like no other. We can celebrate together in the comment section and remember, wow, Metal Gear is and always will be the greatest video game series of all time. And I'm lucky enough to be here for it. So, if you're going to join me, leave a comment. Cheers. Celebrations. It's a good time, baby. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Basically, giving you some feelings and thoughts right before the game releases. Of course, this is not some impressions or review while I play it myself, but it's basically my personal, deeper level interpretations of the game. And there's way more. Wanted to keep the video short so that people can watch peacefully. We will have longer breakdowns, especially when the game releases, and I want to do a lot of these pieces, so get ready. It's going to be a fun ride. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you stay tuned for more channel. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. We're locked in. Just a reminder. Right? See y'all on the next one. By the way, it should be popping up on screen now. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Peace.